word so that when you come back and your parent asks me, what other problems can you do? Oh, you know what? Ms. Wilcox says this one will be on the test. So go back and practice those questions again. Okay? And then on number 3 on the back, I will not, you know I don't collect your homework. You keep it. So on number 3, this one will be also on your test. I will put that one on, I know. You will get it though and you'll like it. You'll find it easy. I will go over this. I will try to give you a question like this every day as a warm-up so you guys will get used to it before the test comes. All right? It's too hot in here.
Should I leave? No, it's not too hot.
You sure?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going through menopause.
You're wearing I'm sorry,
You'll go through it too when you get my age. It's horrible.
Wait a minute, did you just say you're not going through it right now, are you?
Probably because I'm like dying.
Technically, we're all done.
Okay. I forget. I am recording.
I want to replay this every day.
1, 2, 3. Let's go over this. Okay. Why did you make a mistake on this one as you assumed that 0 was 0? 0 hours. Okay. Your family spent 3 hours at the Olive Garden for lunch. At 0 hours, 0 seconds. Where are you still at? Olive Garden. So you're how many away? How far away are you from home at the Olive Garden? 10. They did not give you. A lot of you put 0, and the graph is right here. Is 1, 2, and you put 10 there, and your speed was 10 miles per hour. No, it didn't tell you anything. They didn't say you went from home to Olive Garden. It could have been you went from your cousin's house, you picked them up to the Olive Garden. It didn't tell you anything. At 0 hours, you know nothing. You only know that you are at the Olive Garden. You are 10 miles away from home. So it is 10. Do you understand that? They gave you no information prior. You put 10. That's all the information you know, that you're 10 miles away from home. Do you understand? If you forget that, please make notes on yourself so you remember. Okay? That you're 10 miles. So after 1 hour, how far are you away from home? 10, right? After 2 hours, how far are you? 10. After 3 hours, how far are you? 10. Now, after 3 hours, something else happens, right? So after 3 hours, you leave the Olive Garden, and your parents drove 40 miles per hour for how long? 2 hours. So plus 40, okay, plus 40 here gives you 50, plus another 40 here gives you 90. Okay, do that on the side for yourself, because some of you get lost on how many. Okay, 2 hours for 40, so you write plus 40 plus 40. You understand? So 2 hours, so you got 40 twice for that 2 hours you have. And then you're at where? Your grandmother's house for how long? For 2 hours. So the first hour, 5 to 6 hours, you're at 90 still, right? That's 1 hour. And there's another hour. There's 2 hours. You guys get lost on how many hours. Some of you do weird things on there. I don't know what it is you're doing. Okay, do you understand this so far? And your parents drove at a 30 miles per hour rate all the way home. So going home, would you add to it or subtract? Going home, you need to subtract. Only one partner team will keep adding. You're going home. Home you minus. Okay? So you minus how much? 30. For how long? We don't know. We minus 30 until we get to what? Until you get what? 0. Until you get 0. Okay, so minus 30 here, you get 60. Minus 30 here, you get 30. And minus 30 from 30 is 0. Any question on that? Okay. So then most of you know how to label this. This you put hours. Time in hours. And this one you got distance from home. All of you, I did not see anyone missing this, so this is good. You know how to label this. Okay, and then most of you, it didn't matter how you labeled it, most of you know how to do the interval now. I didn't see any members mislabeling the interval. All of you did it a little bit differently. Most of you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Most of you went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Most of you did that. Some did by 5s, got it? Some did by skip a number, which is fine. All of it was correct. All of you did an excellent job at graphing this once you got your numbers right. So the interval thing, I don't need to worry about anymore, which is good. Okay, so you got 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you did 4 and 50. 5 and 90. Okay, and then 60. 8 and 60, right? 9 and 30 and 0 right there. You all got a version of this. That's what it should look like. Most of you got that, right? Now, here's where a lot of you got it wrong. There's 5 pieces, right? 4. So the first piece is from 0 to what? 0 to 3 hours, correct? 0 to 3 hours, what kind of line is that? Horizontal. You need to write an equation of that. Okay, in math we write it like this. Correct? 0 to 3 hours. You didn't have to put that. If you did, it was fine. 0 to 3 hours, the domain is that. So you write horizontal, then y equals to what? 10. That's a horizontal line. Most of you did get this right. Some of you just put this and put equals to 10. You cannot do that. You need to write y equals to 10. This is a linear equation. You need that y there. Do you understand? Okay, so that is the horizontal line. Here, most of you know point slope. Now, from 4 to 7, right? 4 to 7 hours.
No, 3 to 7.
3 to 7. Sorry. Is it 3 to 7?
3 to 5. 3 to 5.
Oh, got it all wrong. 3 to 5. 3 to 5, right? So 3x like this. Okay, 3 to 5, the only way you can find is using point slope, correct? Yeah. Most of you did that. Y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. And you, what did you guys choose? Which point? 310. You chose one of these. I'm looking up here. 450. Okay, and then you find the slope, correct? slope? The slope is what, you guys? Guess what? The slope should be this one right here. But anyways, to prove it, it would be 50. So you need to find the slope here. M equals 50 minus 10 over 4 minus 3, right? It's M equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, correct? So you get that, you got M equals to 40 over 1, correct? So your slope is 40. And you substitute it in, 40 parentheses x minus 3 and y minus 10. It doesn't matter which one you choose, does it? Okay. So you get y minus 10 equals to 40x minus 120. Y plus 10 to both sides, correct? And you get y equals 40x minus 110. That's the equation of this line. This line. You see, if I continue this line, if I continue drawing this line to the very where it connects on the y-intercept, it connects somewhere down in the negative 110. You see that? Any question on that? So that is the same. Okay, the other one is what? 5 to 7, or 5, right? That's your domain. See, this is your domain right here. We call this the domain. It's what x is. 5 to 7 is easy because it's a horizontal line, right? Bailey, how would you write this horizontal line? The equation for this horizontal line. It's at what? 90. At 90. So what do? You just need to write what in front of it?
Y.
Y equals to 90. Any question? Now the last one you need to do the same as you did the second one, right?
Yeah.
So we got our 3 formulas, 3 pieces. We get our 3 pieces, so we need our 4th piece, right? So our 4th piece is slope. Let's find slope. Our 4th piece is 7 to 10.
Yes.
Or 7,
7 to 10.
like that.
Yeah.
Let's find our slope first. Our formula is y2 minus y1, right? Over x2 minus x1. So we got m equals 7 and 90. Which one do you guys?
7 and 9.
Which one do you use, the chart or the graph? I use the chart so I can get faster for me to see than my graph. Okay, so I choose 7 and 90 and 0 and 30.
0 and 10.
Oh, 0 and 10. 10 and 0, right? I looked at the wrong numbers. 10 and 0. So be careful that you looked at the right number. You get 90 minus 0 over 7 minus 10. Your slope is 90 over 3. Negative, right? So m equals to negative 30. Do you understand how we got negative 30? And is that right? Before you go on, make sure you check your slope. This is going down. You see that? And my slope is negative. This was a positive. This line for the second piece was going up. So that's why I got a positive 40. You understand?
Yeah.
So always check your slope before you continue and make sure it looks what like the graph is describing. Because then if you continue to work, you wasted all your time. So y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. Okay, y minus y1 I'll use 10 and 0. My slope is negative 30, x minus 10. That gives me y minus 0 equals negative 30x plus, what is that, 300? And if I add 0, does it change anything? No. So it's negative 30x plus 300. Any questions? Okay? Which one are you confused with? You got it? Look, notice this, negative 30. It's the same as from right there. I subtract 30 each time, right? This is a 3, not a 5 if you think it is. So the rate of change is your speed. The rate of change is your speed. The speed is your slope. It's x, right? Negative 30x. Most of you understood this. I think this is the last time I'm ever giving you this. So you put 24.24, 100, right? Like that? Because this is the 100th place. The repeating numbers in the 100th place, that's why it's 100x, correct? And then you minus x, which is 0.2424. And that's 0, that gives you 24 equals to 99. Some of you did not reduce. That was the only mistake I saw, is some kids did not reduce. And that was divide by 3, which 8 over 33. Okay, if you didn't reduce, I gave you a 3. But most of you, okay, here's the problem where most of you made a mistake. On the back one, remember I told you it's going to be exactly like the frame one, but it also includes the fence. So, okay. Your family just built a rectangular pool. Draw the pool in. Label it if you need to. With a length of 40 and 18 feet. So 40 feet and 18 feet. Your parents added 3 feet walkway all around the pool. So if they added 3 feet all around the pool, draw that in the walkway. Draw in the walkway. It's all how long? 3 feet. All 3 feet, no matter where you go, it's 3 feet more, right? Does this make this 43 though? No, because here's what you need to visualize in your head. Put this imaginary line there. That is 40, correct? From here to here is how long? 40. But it add 3 here for this little piece. This little piece that extended is 3. You see that? And this little piece that's added on the other side is how long? 3. It's also 3. So how long is the whole pool now? With the sidewalk. So with the sidewalk, the dimension of the pool, including the walkway. You guys did not did not answer this. Some of you just gave me numbers. Including the walkway is 46 feet in length. Did you get 46 feet in length? No, we didn't. Why didn't you draw the picture? Oh, okay. Okay, 46 feet in length. I'll post this on YouTube. Okay, 46 feet in length. And how many feet? Let's find the other side. That's a 3 also, right? Right here. This is 18, correct? Do you see that? That this length right here is 18. But they added these two sides. How long is that? They added 3 here and the 3 there, correct? That gives you what is the width? 24. And 24 feet in width. They asked you, so for me, what probably you need to do when they ask you a question is write it. What is the dimension of the pool including the walkway? The dimension of the pool including the walkway is, then do the work and put it in. Because some of you don't understand what it's asking. You're lost. Okay, what is the diagonal measurement of the pool with the walkway? So leave your answer in radical. So write this down. The diagonal measurement of the pool with the sidewalk, the walkway, is, and it says leave it in what? Radical. A radical is the symbol. Okay? So, we know that the pool is, with the walkway, is 46 by what? 24, correct? Can we find a diagonal? What was so hard about this? What was so hard? I don't understand. What was so hard about this? Now that I explain it, do you see it?
Yeah, I think it's because we don't remember doing a problem like this before.
Yeah, we did on the day before, and I remember I said to you, we can have a frame one. There's a frame problem. I said it'll be exactly. No, the picture frame. On one of the worksheet, it had a picture frame on it.
Oh, the TV.
Oh,
Yeah.
the TV with the screen and the screen around it. And there's a picture one like that. I'll probably put a picture frame in there, a TV, and now it's a pool. Same thing. But it doesn't matter what I put. It's a rectangle. You add 3 more inches or 2 more inches around it, 3 feet around it. Doesn't matter.
But if you put a pool, I think it'll like stimulate.
No, but you have to.
Yeah.
You have to be able to say, okay, that's the rectangular problem. Here it is. Let me draw that rectangular frame with the actual frame around it, and do that. So no matter what rectangle item I give you, I can give you a table, and they added, they put something in the middle of the table that's rectangle, and you should be able to do it. Okay, it doesn't matter what object I give you, as long as it's a rectangle with some sort of frame, you would know how to do it. Okay. Because it won't always be the same. Different people will give you a different one. Pool won't always be the one, okay? Got it? But, okay. So now we find a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. Here's some of the problem I saw. Okay, 24 squared is how much is it really? 576 plus 2116 equals to c squared. When you add that, you get
2692
equals to c squared. Now, a lot of you, I took off points if you didn't do this. If you just gave me, okay, see how I got the answer? And I just left it like that. The work here, some of you did not put a square root here. You just gave me c squared equals to this. The square root of c squared is what?
Miss Wilcox, it says
C.
64 instead of 46.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's okay, we just got back from break.
Okay. Now I make careless mistakes like that. So don't do what Miss Wilcox says. Okay.
Learning from mistakes.
Right here, c squared is c. Okay, I need to know that you know the square root of c squared is c. Now the square root of this is unknown. It is not a perfect square. So that's why you leave it in radical form. Okay? Put it in a calculator, it comes out to be. Yeah, but I don't want it in decimal, do I? Okay, now, if your parent decorate the entire edge of the walkway with stones, so it's not just cement, they want it to look really pretty. They're gonna put stones around it. Costs $8 per linear foot. So, okay, here's your pool with the walkway. Okay, in that walkway, what are they gonna put around it? Stones. Okay, beautiful little stones all around it. Okay, that costs $8 per foot. It's not going to be a plain pole. It's going to be a pretty pole. Stones. Why? Why can't a black person or Asian person or a Mexican person be rich?
It's a joke.
Stereotypical. Most of us are other.
I'm white.
You're mixed, baby.
I'm white.
What
I'm
happened?
white.
I'm white. Anyway, excuse me. All right.
No, I don't know what he was happening.
It's okay, don't worry.
All right. Remember, this is 46, right? 46, correct? That's 24 and 24. So how much would it cost to put stones all around it? So you need to do 46 plus 46 plus 24 plus 24 and multiply all of it by what? 2. How much does it cost? $8 per linear foot. Either you multiply each one by 8. Okay? Either multiply all of them by 8 or
You
can add them all first. Add them all first and then multiply by 8. This is when you add all of them. The stone, guys, is your perimeter. How do you find perimeter? You add them all up and then find out how much it costs for that perimeter. Times it by 8. So when you add it up, what did you get?
100,000.
No, that's the cost. When you add them all up,
Oh, 140.
140.
Oh, you must have.
Times it by 8.
So 1,120. 1,120.
Okay, so the question asks, what is the total cost to decorate all sides of the pool with stones? The total cost to decorate all sides of the pool with stones is $1,120.
Wow.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
That is.
I just go
I'm I'm giving you guys this question because I'm assuming all of